Well, this is the day God has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. So glad to come and share with you on this wonderful Wednesday. I pray that you and yours are well and that you are doing good as the weather changes and as the leaves change colors and fall. I pray that God is keeping you and yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the love that you shown to us during Clergy Appreciation Month. We ended it with a bang on Sunday, celebrating Dana's 45 years of ordination, and we had a great time after service. And then on that morning, we were blessed by Reverend Dr. Vanessa Lovelace, brought the word on Sunday, encouraging us and letting us know it's all right to complain. It's all right to complain. And so we just bless God for all that God is doing and continues to do at FRC. Oh my God, we had a wonderful time last night at Burger Night. We have one more for the year. So I pray that if you never made it to Burger Night, that you will come to a Burger Night. It's every first Tuesday at 5:30 at 551 West, and I was able to secure the family room from now until. And so we have the room that's there on the first floor from 5:30 to 7 every first Tuesday. And so grateful that Chuck and Craig at 551 allowed us to have that room free, and they didn't charge us, so we get that room every first Tuesday. So join us. We had a great time of fellowship, great time of laughter and just talking, and just good to be outside of church, outside of the four walls. And so it was a grateful time. So shout out to everybody who came out last night. Next month we're going to do it bigger because it's the last one for 2022. And we want to make sure that you are in the place first Tuesdays at 5:30 on the first floor at 551 West. So shout out to all of those again that came out. We had a great time on last night. It's around that time, so if you need a gift card, make sure you reach out to Jim Chris so that you can get those Wises and Giants and Stauffer gift cards that you may need for your holiday shopping, because the holiday season is upon us. It is upon us. Don't forget this Saturday, daylight savings time, so make sure you fall back, right? We fall back and we spring forward. So it's fall, so set your clocks back an hour, go back an hour on Saturday, go back an hour. So make sure you set your clocks back. Hopefully this will end. I think they're talking about it in Congress or something about ending daylight savings time. But for now, set your clocks, fall back an hour on this coming Saturday. Mark your calendars for Sunday, November 13th. Sunday, November 13th is Stewardship Sunday. By now, you should have received a letter and a pledge card and more information in our newsletter, as well as time to pray and consider what your pledge or what your gift may be for 2023. We want to thank all of those that have been consistent in their giving. Thank you so much, because it's because of you that we're able to sustain the ministry and take care of our staff and take care of our grounds and take care of our utilities. So we appreciate it. So this year, as we come to a close, we want you to consider and be prayerful about what God would have you to give in 2023. Remember, it's not equal giving, but it is equal sacrifice. And following service on that Sunday, there's a special congregational meeting. You should have received information about it. It's all about the Organ Fund and what the Organ Fund Committee has been doing. And it is going to be a great, you should also receive some information in the mail, great presentation about what they're looking to do. And so be in prayer about that as well. But that'll be on that Sunday, congregational meeting immediately following our 10:30 a.m. service, immediately following our 10:30 a.m. service. I think I covered this Sunday is All Saints. All Saints, well, All Saints Day was Monday. No, it was Tuesday, but we're celebrating, observing it on this coming Sunday. And so if you've lost a loved one this year, you can turn those names into Janet by Friday so that we will be able to honor them on Sunday, that we'll be able to honor them on Sunday. And real quick, in case some of you, I thought I had that there, but I guess not. Oh, here it is. So in case some people, in case you didn't know, All Saints Day is observance of the lives of ordinary people in creating and maintaining the reign of God. We celebrate the gifts. We celebrate their gifts. We're in prayer for them and in prayer for their loved ones. And so we take time out to recognize them on All Saints Day. And so we'll be doing that on Sunday. So if you haven't turned in the name of your loved one, please get it into Janet as soon as possible, no later than Friday, no later than Friday. Well, it is the thankful season. It is the thankful season, and not just because of Thanksgiving, but I'm a firm believer that every day is a day of Thanksgiving. And if you've been at church this season, all of the sermons that you've heard from September and in August gave us liberty, or gave us the reminder that it's okay to complain, that it's all right to be mad with God, that it's all right to shake your fist at heaven, that it's all right to have those emotions and to have those feelings. It's all right to complain. But the key thing is this: as a believer, we don't stay in complaining. As a believer, we don't pitch a tent in complaining. As a believer, we don't change our address to Complain Boulevard or to Complain City. No. As a believer, as a child of God, I know that I can complain, but I'm not always going to be complaining. I'm going to learn to give thanks. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18 says this: in everything, not some things, not in the good things, not in the things that I like, not in the things that like me, not in the things that go according to plan, not in the things that I have control of, not in the things that I pay for, not in the things that were loaned to me. In everything, give thanks. Why? For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Oh my God. Paul said, in everything give thanks. In everything give thanks. No matter where we are on life's journey, God calls us to be thankful. In the midst of all of the complaining and the murmuring, your celebration, your praise, and your thanksgiving should outweigh the complaints. The fact that you are alive, the fact that you are in your right mind, the fact that you have the activity of your limbs, the fact that the blood is running in your vein, the fact that you have a reasonable amount of strength, the fact that God kept you all night long, the fact that you're still here after all you've gone through, being thankful. Paul said, in everything, give thanks. Give thanks in all circumstance. The Apostle Paul was telling the church of Thessalonica, listen, there are going to be some times where you're going to come up against some roadblocks. There are going to be some times where you're going to come up against some bumps and bruises. There are going to be some times where you're going to come up against a wall or come up against things that seem that they're going to overtake you. But in the midst of it, learn to be thankful. Learn to be grateful. Learn that even in spite of what I'm going through, I'll complain, but I'll also celebrate the goodness of God. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little loud. That I'll also celebrate because I get excited about talking about Thanksgiving. Before I was a preacher, and even while I'm still a preacher and a pastor, I was a worshiper. Oh God. And that's the thing. That doesn't mean that the worship or the praise changed the situation, but baby, it changed me. I stopped complaining and started counting my blessings and naming them one by one. That yes, I had this due, but thank God this was taken care of. Yes, the doctor said this, but I did overcome that. Yes, it looked bad for me going in, but now it looked like it's going to turn around in my favor. I have to learn to be thankful. Be thankful unto God. Be thankful unto God. Be thankful unto God. Every morning you get up, I want you to be thankful. If you got to name 5 things, God, I thank you for life. God, I thank you for health. God, I thank you for strength. God, I thank you that I'm in my right mind. God, I thank you for keeping my family. Whatever it is, be thankful. Be thankful. Learning how to have an attitude of gratitude, that in everything I'm learning to give thanks. In everything I'm learning to bless God. In everything I experience, I'm learning to be thankful. So here's the first thing that I want you to understand. That no matter where you live on planet Earth, every day should be a day of thanksgiving. You're like, well, what should I be thankful for? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked the question. Don't limit your gratitude just to a list, but be at the place where it takes over in your heart and takes over in your spirit the things that you are grateful for. So let's start it off. First of all, I'm thankful that I am God's child. Did you hear what I said? I'm thankful that I am God's child. Be thankful that we are God's children, whether you're black or white, rich, poor, wherever you are on the spectrum, whoever you love. Thank God that we are all God's children. That God loves us in spite of us. God knew you were going to do wrong. God knew you were going to mess up. God knew we were going to make mistakes. But yet God still loves us. What manner of love is this? My goodness, that the Father would bestow upon us. We're grateful for what God is doing in our lives. I pray that you have an awesome, awesome week. This week, that you take time out to be thankful, that you're not pitching a tent in complaining. You're not staying on complaining boulevard or complaining city, USA. But you said, you know what? I'm just passing through this because I have so much that I can be thankful for. So next week, we're going to talk about another thing that we can be thankful for. We're thankful for the assurance. We're thankful that we're God's child. Next week, I'm going to deal a little bit about us being thankful for our family and our friends. Being thankful for those folks that are around us. Oh, yeah. Then the following week, I'm going to deal with being thankful for the bumps and the bruises. You sound crazy, Pastor. No, you got to be thankful for the bumps and be thankful for the bruises. And then we'll wrap it up again with being thankful in terrible times. So join me every Wednesday, give you a little pickup to get you through this season. And remember, in everything, give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you. I love you, FRC. I'm praying for you, and I'll see you Sunday on All Saints Day by the grace of God. Have a blessed week.